Welcome, my name is Lauren and today we will be exploring the pedagogical strategy of role-play in the science classroom. Role-play involves taking science off the page and down from the whiteboard and moving learning to the classroom floor or into the schoolyard where students can engage at a physical and dynamic level. The strategy of role-play makes science relevant to children as it is based upon play, games and simulation that align with learning outcomes. Play is familiar to children and is an activity naturally used to develop knowledge and intelligence. Role-play can be used to teach students meaningful content through rewarding experiences which encourage students to act upon personal experiences, encourage creativity, increase student motivation, and helps teachers to identify misconceptions. There are 7 overlapping categories of role-play, including experiments and investigations, games, presentations, metaphorical role-play, analogy role-play, simulation, and theatre education. Students may put on different hats when learning through science role-play, such as scientists, government officials, local residents, or animals. Students can investigate what it would be like to travel as an astronaut and survive beyond Earth, or they can explore how animals fulfill their basic needs such as food, shelter, and water. Role-play is an effective strategy to teach meaningful primary school science content because it actively encourages creativity and imagination, which are fundamental skills for scientists. This aligns with a constructivist approach that focuses on learning through activity. Within this approach, teachers extend students' pre-existing knowledge through the use of active techniques such as real-world problem solving and experiments. This approach recognizes students' prior knowledge, helps students learn social skills, and supports students to relate the information learned within the classroom to their lives. Role-play can be integrated within the 5E inquiry approach to support students to investigate challenging questions through the 5 stages. Role-play stimulates interest and student curiosity, which is an important component of the model, which guides students to engage with in-depth inquiry. The pedagogical strategy of role-play also aligns with the 8 Aboriginal ways of learning pedagogy. This pedagogy uses Aboriginal learning techniques to support students to engage within the curriculum through story sharing, non-verbal techniques, symbols and images, and land links. The pedagogical strategy of role-play effectively aligns with multiple aims outlined within the Australian curriculum science. This is because it has great potential for making science interesting through engaging creativity and imagination. In particular, this strategy can be used to ensure students develop an interest in science as a means of expanding their curiosity and willingness to explore, ask questions, and speculate on the changing world in which they live, which is the first aim outlined. Role-play is a valuable educational tool that encourages individual expression and creativity, allows students to feel ownership of their education, and allows students to conceptualize learning. Even though the strategy of role-play improves student motivation, it can also lead to disruptions and unruly behaviour, or surreal play rather than realistic play. Let's explore an example of role-play in the science classroom using the pedagogical strategy of role-play. In Year 2 Biological Sciences, students explore how living things grow, change, and have offspring, similar to themselves. Utilising role-play, students can take on the role of different animals during the lesson sequences. Students explore the 5 stages together, exploring and acting out the characteristics of the life stages. Students look for things in their environment that are the same size as an egg. Students act as butterflies and explore their environment to identify food and water sources. Through active role-play, students understand the life cycle of a butterfly and recognise the very different stages of changes. Through taking on the characteristics of a living thing, students can actively experience how things grow, change, and have offspring, and how this is similar to humans. This learning experience introduces students to using role-play to explore and extend science understanding. This can be further advanced during the unit when students investigate more complex life cycles of living things.